Hi, it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your December 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers that may be with us for the first time. Thank you, as always, for your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, your feedback, and comments. Always welcome. Greatly appreciated. You guys are brilliant. Thank you. Thank you also, a big thank you always, to those of you who continue to keep me so busy and occupied and fulfilled with personal one-on-one readings, both my new clients and my regulars as well. It's an honor and a pleasure always, as I always say and mean, to read for you. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, or you have and you've forgotten the information, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information and my contact details. I do a wide variety of readings, love and romance, of course, compatibility charting, separation, divorce, and reconciliation readings. I also do 6 and 12-month overviews, which are specific spreads to look at what's going on in your life and all the main areas of your life for 6 months or 12 months, depending on what time frame you choose. I do career, work, and finance readings, career path readings, investment advice, and I also do channeled messages from passed on loved ones as well, in addition to monthly package deals that I offer for those of you who like regular ongoing readings for things in your life, and also gift readings for birthday presents or anniversary presents. It's always big this time of year because Christmas is coming up and there's nothing more personal than a personal reading, and so I always get a lot of requests for gift readings for friends and family and loved ones, so you may want to consider that as well. All my contact information is there, and also my contact details are also attached to the description on every video I post. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So turnaround time is pretty quick. I can almost always get back with you within the same day or within the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more information. And scheduling for personal readings live or recorded is pretty fast as well, anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time we can set something up for you. So email me if you're interested. For more quick answers to quick questions, more immediate answers to maybe not quite as deep or complex things, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under the same name, Irish Gypsy. The link to that is also under the About button and attached to the description of all the videos I post. It's a smartphone app that's really cool. It's quick, fast, easy to use. It pretty much puts me at your fingertips 24/7, except when I'm sleeping or otherwise occupied, of course. And it's more for, it's not the traditional specific complex readings. If you have a quick, you need a quick answer to a quick question, you need to make a decision fast or on the fly, you want to take a quick look at something or someone, you can find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That app is really great for either immediate or really fast answers. It's just not a full in-depth reading. Quick answers to quick questions, as I always say, for Instantgo. It's really easy, quick, fast, efficient to use as well. We can do one question, one answers on there, or do a short little reading via text, or they also have a new video chat option, which is pretty cool as well. So you can check that out if you're interested, or just email me for the more traditional readings, live or recorded. So moving right along, these are general readings. There's so many of you watching. Everyone has different things going on in your life, so of course they're not going to resonate in the same area of your life for everyone who's watching to the same degree and intensity. The details and specifics always vary, although the energy fundamentally remains the same. We always advise you to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may play out more predictively for you or just give you additional insight and information. So try to watch all three if you know them and if you can. All right, so moving right along, I know this was a longer intro. Those of you who follow me regularly and don't need this info, just fast forward to where the reading starts. So this reading is for the air sign of Gemini, our lovely twins, our two faces of Gemini. Love the complexity of your characters and personalities, Gemini. This is for Gemini for December 2017. Let us see what the month of December 2017 has in store for our beautiful twins, Gemini, for December 2017. All right, Gemini, we have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Swords, We have the Six of Cups, followed by the Knight of Cups, and we have the Nine of Wands, followed by the Four of Wands, and the Six of Wands, followed by the Six of Swords. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and guidance for the month of December, we have the Three of Cups. I'm laughing because it's such a lovely celebratory, almost party energy there. And we are entering the holiday season. I'm actually going to start with your crowning card. We are entering the holiday season. So probably a lot more opportunities to get out, mix and mingle, host parties, go to parties. You know, we have, let's see, it was Halloween, Thanksgiving, we have Christmas coming up, New Year's. So your overall energy for the month of December, Gemini, lovely. We have the Three of Cups here. Water is the element which governs the Suit of Cups. And in the tarot, this is the Suit of Cups is the energy of emotions, feelings, relationships as well. The Three of Cups has a very strong social theme to it. It's about getting out, enjoying yourself, having a good time, particularly in relation to spending time with people that you really like, that you really get along with, that you really connect with. It can be that kinship energy, sisterhood, brotherhood, kindred spirit energy, people that know you, that you know them. You don't really have to pretend with each other. Being out, having a good time. It's also about community, being in the middle of community, celebrating things. Again, we're in the holiday season, so it looks like your overall energy for the month of December, Gemini, is lovely. It's all about having a good time. Well, not all, but the majority of the energy is about having a good time, enjoying yourself, and enjoying and celebrating this holiday season as well. So good for you. Great energy. So we find ourselves around the beginning of December, time being fluid, as I always say. I'm recording these at the end of November as well. So the timing always can play out differently because it's a general reading for those of you watching. We begin with the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Pentacles I call the worker bee card. Pentacles is governed by the element of earth, and in the tarot, this energy is very earthy, tangible energy, which usually reflects in the earthly, concrete areas of our lives in practical ways, things that we can see and touch and feel. It can manifest in things like money, finance, property, real estate, etc. Or even in spirituality and relationship sectors of our life. It can also reflect in tangible results of the hard work and effort we put into things. I call it the worker bee card because it's really about work. It can represent working a lot, perhaps working a lot of overtime, getting up early, staying up late, being very focused, determined, kind of driven. You're working hard at, you have a dream, a goal, something that you're working on building up. You've built up a really good, solid, stable foundation already. We're at the 8 here. Tens represent kind of a culmination, energy, achievement, and cycles ending. So you can see this man is hard at work on this 8th pentacle. He already has 7 completed and above him. So again, it can represent repetitive work, working hard, staying focused on your goals because you're building up a foundation for something. Maybe during the month of December, at least ending November, going into December, maybe some of you are working, you know, extra hours because you're going to take some holiday time off, or you're just working very hard. You may be burning the candles at both ends. Now, it's accompanied by the 8 of Swords. So swords is air energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And in the tarot, this is the suit of, it's air energy. It's about mental, cerebral, intellectual energy, and it's really about what goes on up in our heads, how we look at things, our outlooks, perspectives, perceptions, our belief systems, how we think about things, and how that affects how we relate and communicate with the world and people in the world. Words, ideas, communication. It's also about truth, learning, higher education, you know, mental, cerebral energy. The 8 of Swords, I don't like to see come up because it does, as you can see, represented here in the artwork. It can represent feeling bound up to something, kind of maybe stuck, held hostage, trapped, maybe a feeling like you have no choice. And paired with the 8 of Pentacles, I mean, sometimes I see this come up, you know, this card can come up in relationships, spirituality, work, all different kinds of things, but it usually is somewhat illusionary, meaning that Swords is the energy of it's psychological energy. It's more internal energy. So really, what's keeping this woman trapped, feeling like she's bound to something, whether it's trapped by situations or bound by duty or obligation to something that she can't get out because there's no other options or choices. It's really more about feeling trapped by that in your mind and not necessarily reflected in the reality of the external situation. Um, Meaning that you can see that she's completely hemmed in by these swords, but the gaps between them are plenty wide enough for her to walk through and away from. She's on her knees, which implies either maybe feeling a bit like a victim or maybe feeling very vulnerable, but nobody's forcing her down on her knees or keeping her there. She's chained up at the wrists, but the chains aren't attached to anything or anyone. If she just twisted her wrist around, these chains would fall off. She could take this blindfold off, stand up on her own 2 feet, and see that she can easily walk through and away from the situation. By easily, I don't necessarily mean that the consequences, are easy. Every choice we make, has consequences with it. Everything kind of comes at a cost. But this is a card of feeling trapped and held hostage, or that you feeling like you don't really have a choice or much of a choice. And in relation to the Eight of Pentacles, some of you may just be stuck in a job that you don't like, on a career path that you don't like. You don't feel fulfilling. You may feel like you're just working too hard, maybe working too many hours, but you feel like you have to. You feel like you have to because of financial and material reasons. You have bills to pay or you have a family to take care of. You feel like you don't really have a choice in terms of that, but you do, and you always do. The Eight of Swords represents that this sense of feeling trapped and that you don't have any other choices is more internal. It's more in your head. You do have the freedom to make other choices. There are other things available for you. You can translate the same energy to relationships or spirituality, but again, the energy fundamentally remains the same. There's something which you feel like you've been putting a lot of work into. Maybe you feel like you're not getting anywhere, you're not getting any closer to your goals. It could be, again, a job or a work environment or a career path. But you keep doing it because it's what brings the paycheck in and makes you money. In relationships, this could be a relationship that you feel like maybe you're putting in a lot of the work to kind of sustain and carry the relationship, but you don't feel like you have any other choices because maybe you've been in it for a long time, or you're married, or you have home, family, kids, duty, obligation, responsibility, etc. But you're not trapped. That's the fundamental advice for the Eight of Swords. You're not. The fact that you feel that you are is because of a perspective, a way that you have of looking at it. So it's about kind of taking a step back and looking at it more realistically and say, I could make the choice to do something else different. The fact that it's come up that way is Spirit saying you actually are not trapped or held hostage by whatever this is in your life. For some of you, it's going to be work, a job, a career path. Others of you, it might be even family or a relationship of some kind. Next, we have the Six of Cups, followed by the Knight of Cups. Let me take a look at your elemental energy. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 cups, including your crowning card, 2 swords, 1 pentacles, 3 wands. I just got something family related, but I'm going to go through the rest of the cards first. So we have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So we have more of that emotional energy here, emotions, feelings, relationships. That's the energy of the Suit of Cups in the tarot. The Six of Cups is a card strongly associated with the past, reminiscence, nostalgia. This can represent the long ago past of childhood. Sometimes sixes can represent travel as well. So sometimes when this card comes up, it can represent travel back to see your parents, relatives, where you grew up, roots of origin, family. It is the holiday season. Some of you may be traveling back to see family. In fact, some of you, because there's some maybe stress energy about a celebration or a party here I'm getting for somebody out there or a group of people. Again, we're in the holiday season. A lot of times it's about doing things and spending time with our family, or maybe extended family that we're not used to spending a lot of time with, or maybe some stress involved around that. It can be a bit full of drama or family conflict around this time of year. So it could be some of you are traveling back to see family, or family's traveling to see you for the holiday season. There is a sense of a connection to the past as well. Your overall energy is the Three of Cups, you know, that's spending time with friends and people. It could be that you're getting together with people from your past, or people that you grew up with, or people that you have this long history with, if not specifically related family. It's paired with the Knight of Cups. Knights being the bringers and the delivers of the tarot, they often represent offers or opportunities coming in, or that you're extending outward. Something just popped up on my screen. Let me get it off because it's distracting. Knights can also represent the speed at which a situation moves, and in that case, it's usually fairly fast because knights are, you know, spontaneous, impulsive, known for kind of charging through. The Knight of Cups can represent, in the upright position, which all your cards are in, can represent an offer of love, an offer of emotional support, either coming into you, which it usually is, but it can be you offering that outward, somebody making their feelings known to you. I'm not getting a really big love and romance. There's a lot of emotions and getting together with people that you love or enjoy being with. I'm not getting a lot of specifically focused love and romance reading here. It feels more like just, you know, kind of celebration energy for December. Friends, family, loved ones getting together, having a good time. People from your past, if not direct family or relatives. It could be, too, that in relation to whatever this stress energy is, you know, things that you feel trapped or bound to, whether because you have to because of financial reasons, or because you feel bound to it emotionally because of duty, obligation, a sense of loyalty. It could be in specific relation to that. There is some offers of emotional support around that, or people that are willing to kind of support you, you know, or maybe help you through this if it's a job or work or career path, maybe an advice or practical matters as well. You may be worried about your job, and they may be offering you support or ideas about that. It could be that you're stressed out about being with family, or spending more time with family or extended family. There's some celebration energy here, get together energy that maybe has you feeling a bit stressed out. You may be planning a party, a big holiday party, or going to one, or going to some kind of family event that's holiday related. There may be some stress around that, or maybe around being part of it, or helping organize it, or organizing it. You may be getting help, you know, in relation to that. In love and romance, it could be, you know, you may, somebody may come up from your past. You may meet someone from your past with family or friends, or through family or friends. Although, again, I'm not getting too much of that. So next we have the Nine of Wands with the Four of Wands. So here we have fire energy, which is the element that governs the suit of wands. And in the tarot, this energy, it's fiery energy. Fire is the energy of creation. It's I don't know what's going on with my computer. These things keep popping up. Why with you, Gemini? So fire is the energy of creation. So it's creative energy, building, manifesting energy. It's change, movement, action power. It's very fluid and dynamic, action-oriented energy. The Nine of Wands is I call it the 11th hour card, the darkest before its dawn card. The underlying advice and guidance, which almost always accompanies the Nine of Wands, is don't give up just when you think it's hardest, that you can't see a way out. It can represent a last-minute obstacle or hurdle, or some last challenge that you weren't expecting. Remember that tens are cycles ending, culmination, and achievement. We're at the 9 here, which represents being almost at the end of something, or almost at the culmination period of something. This man, this soldier, he's fought a lot of battles. He's still going strong, and even though he's tired, he wants to be done. He's almost at the end of his journey, and he's all of a sudden he's run into this, whatever this grouping of wands represents, like some unexpected obstacle or challenge just when he thought he was getting close to completing or being where he wanted to be on his journey. So he's kind of taken a step back. He's trying to figure it out. He may be a little confused, trying to figure it out. What happened? How do I get through this? Can I get through this? It's a card that sometimes comes up when a person is feeling like, oh, I should just give up. This is too much. I can't see an end. I thought I was done. I want to be done, you know, kind of energy. But it's the card that comes up when you're right close to the end. Even if you can't see it, you're almost there. So don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Gemini. Now it's paired with the Four of Wands, which is a great card. It's a happy celebratory energy card, one of the happy home cards, harmonious, balanced energy cards. It often points to a celebratory. It's a celebratory energy, and it often, not always, but often represents a celebration of some kind. It could be a formal celebration like a marriage, wedding, anniversary, birthday. Again, we're in the holiday season, so Christmas parties, holiday parties, New Year's parties. And it could be something informal, like just getting together for drinks, for coffee with your friends, a little informal dinner sort of thing. There's a sense of anticipatory excitement about it, kind of like when you're getting ready for something or getting ready for a party or preparing for things and you're looking forward to it. There's that anticipatory energy of excitement that goes along with it. It's also referred to often as the happy surprise card, because a lot of times when the Four of Wands comes up, it represents that a happy surprise is coming up in the very short-term future, very specifically here in the month of December. Sometimes it's in relation to a get-together, even if you think it's an informal get-together, or even if it's something that you think might be boring, you don't want to go to. Usually when this card comes up, I always tell people, for whatever time frame we're looking at, don't turn down any invitations to go out, even if it on the surface sounds like it's not your cup of tea, because happy surprise and something unexpected will happen. That's a positive. It's a blessing. It's going to make you happy. Even though we don't know what it is a positive thing. It may be unexpected. You may go to a party or a get-together or just some kind of, formal or informal thing. Maybe you meet the love of your life there, or you make the best business contact of your career there, or, just something unexpected happens and that elevates it and reminds you that life is beautiful and wonderful and unexpected as well. So paired with the Nine of Wands, some of you I'm actually getting, I feel like you're hosting something like it could be a Christmas party or a New Year's party. It feels, for somebody out there, or maybe a small group of people, you're hosting something and it's big, and it feels like there's a lot of headache and stress around it. It could be a big friends and family party that you're doing or that you're part of kind of organizing. There could be a lot of stress around that. Maybe you've run into a last minute thing, or maybe it might look like you have to change it or it won't happen. I feel like whatever the stress and trapped feeling, any of the seemingly negative energy that's here, I feel like for a lot of you, although some of you it could be job, work, career related, but I feel like a lot of you it has to do with family. Now, because it's a general reading, there's so many of you watching, it's going to be different things for different people. It could be a specific family, extended family, family and friends, or a big party that you're trying to organize or be part of organizing, getting together. I feel like you're going to have help, though. You have help and support doing this, but there may be some snags, some last minute delays or obstacles or something that happens. But I think you're going to be more than pleasantly surprised at the outcome. Again, happy surprise energy coming up. And regardless of what situation this is for you, for those of you watching, I feel like something's going to happen to remind you, especially if you're organizing some kind of holiday get-together or something for friends and family. You may lose sight of what it's really supposed to be about, and something's going to happen that's a blessing, a happy surprise, to kind of bring back home the fact of what this is really about and what the holiday season is actually really supposed to be about. Less about stress and more just about really enjoying being with people that you love and care about and really like, and enjoying that time and really remembering that that's what it's really about at the end of the day, every day of the year, but particularly during a holiday season where we get so focused on having fun that it becomes not fun. So kind of keep that in mind. That feels important to say for those of you watching. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have beautiful, beautiful energy. And you have beautiful energy all through this month, Gemini. It's kind of a little bit back and forth here and there, kind of you know, two different types of energy, but it's working well together. It's going to be okay. It's not like, it doesn't feel particularly heavy, although there may be some annoying things or irritating things that come up. Watch this trapped, held hostage energy, though. You're not. And if you feel like you're trapped, or you've been talked into or trapped into doing something or being part of organizing something, or, whatever, or you're really stressed out about time you're going to spend with certain people, you can always choose to opt out of it. And yeah, maybe there might be some fallout or consequences, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you. So keep that in mind as well. It's just not worth going through. So at or towards the end of the month, we have the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. Sixes can be a card of travel. You may be doing a lot of traveling maybe for the holiday season this month as well. This is great energy though. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, triumph, and success. And we're not talking minor triumph and success here, like little, things that you win or something. This is about significant victories, significant successes over challenges, over something difficult, over a battle, or just something very difficult that you've won out over. And it can also be a card about public recognition as well. This man went off to accomplish something. I don't know, rescue a princess, slay a dragon, host a big holiday dinner for friends and family, whatever it represents for you. Challenges, struggles, obstacles, whatever he had to do, he overcome them, and he came back victorious. He's riding back through town, success, and he's being, applauded and praised as well. So this card can represent public recognition as well, but it's victory and triumph in a pretty significant way over whatever this challenge, this situation represents for you, Gemini. And it's paired with the Six of Wands, which is about sailing into waters which are, as you see, are calm, placid, serene, and leaving behind you something that is negative or just challenging and chaotic. If you could see the waters behind this boat, they would show up as choppy, chaotic, very hurricane-like. But it's about leaving that behind you, leaving that part of whatever it is, a situation behind you, and moving into a time period that's more peaceful, placid, serene, balanced, harmonious. It's a card of peace, restoration, and healing too. It has a quieter energy, sometimes a somber energy, because it can represent coming out of a situation that may have been very, very difficult or painful. And so you're moving through, it's a card of healing. And sometimes healing has its painful moments as well, but it's a process. You're not quite to the other shore yet and on solid ground where everything is settled again, but you're definitely moving towards that peace, restoration, healing, beautiful energy. So whatever it is, Gemini, that you're facing specifically, because I've gotten a few different stories coming through, know that the fundamental energy remains the same. You're not trapped. You're not held hostage. That is in your head. That is your viewpoint of looking at it, and a different perspective is needed. There is support and help out there, and coming in could be from the past, or from people that you've known for a long time, or friends and family somehow. It looks like there's no lack of opportunities to be social and have a good time. You may be actively involved in helping and hosting something, or helping organize something, or going to something. There may be like a lot of family or friends there. There may be some stress involved in it. There may be some last minute snags or delays. Just sail right through it. You're going to be just fine. You're coming out well on top with the Six of Wands, and whatever chaos, turbulence that you have been experiencing or are experiencing, through November and December, by the end of the month, by the end of the year, you're just coming out on top beautifully, and you're leaving the chaos and the imbalance of it behind you. So good for you. Wonderful, beautiful reading. So happy to bring it to you. So Gemini, thank you very much for watching this. This pretty much wraps up your December 2017 general reading. I'll be back in a couple of weeks for the December 2017 mid-month readings. I keep having this temptation throughout here to say Pisces rather than Gemini, so I hope I haven't done that. I do sometimes do that, even though this is Gemini, so hopefully I haven't said that. I just did Pisces, so sometimes my tendency is to want to refer back to that. But you're going to be just fine. It's been a really great reading. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal, tailored just for you, one-on-one reading, you can click on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. And you can also look on the description of attached to every video I post for my contact information. Email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you and set something up just as quickly as possible. For more instant or very quick answers to quick questions or short little reads, you can find find me on the smartphone app Instantgo 24/7. Well, I mean, unless I'm, sleeping or occupied, but it's pretty fast. So you can check that out as well. And thank you for those of you who have been using that. I've been getting a lot of traffic through that for the quick little answers and reads too, in addition to, of course, the traditional readings I do. So that's been really fun, and it's a great, really fast, efficient new app. So thank you very much, Gemini. I will see you again in a couple of weeks. And as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.